Hi, I'm Caroline Same, and I'm going to talk to you today about the respiratory system and the cardiac system. I used multiple sources from my anatomy textbook, physiology textbook, a med-surg nursing book, a biology textbook, and from personal experience. I chose to talk to you about these two organ systems because I think they're the most important organ systems in the body, and without them, you cannot sustain life. In nursing school, they teach us the mnemonic ABCs to refer to airway, breathing, and circulation. This is how you would assess your patients in order to make sure you look at the most priority organ systems first, and I'll be referring to this during my speech. I think that it's important to understand how these two organ systems work together in synchrony, both to sustain life, and without one, the other one's going to fail, and vice versa. In my own experience as a nursing student, I've had many patients that have either heart problems or lung problems, and lots of them are confused why one causes the other and the other way around, and I think it's good to understand how both of them work. They are both fascinating but very complex organ systems. I'm going to do my best to do a quick run through of both. The heart generally is just basically the pump of your body, and it's responsible for circulating the blood throughout all of your organs and also to your lungs, where the gas exchange will occur between oxygen and carbon dioxide. They both have to work together in order to have adequate gas exchange and blood transport. The respiratory system basically starts out as breathing in and breathing out, inhalation and exhalation. When you breathe in, you take in oxygen in through your trachea, down through your bronchioles, and then into your alveoli, which are tiny sacs at the end of your bronchioles, where the gas exchange will actually occur. You will breathe in oxygen, which is essential for survival. Without it, your tissues will die, and it provides an energy source for the body. And you breathe out carbon dioxide, which is an acidic waste product from cellular metabolism. And if it would build up in your body, it would lead for a very unfavorable environment for the rest of your organs. If you relate this to your ABCs, again, if a person doesn't have an adequate airway, meaning that your trachea, your bronchioles, your alveoli are not patent and open, then you're not going to get gas in and you won't be able to get it out. And also, if your lungs, if you don't have the adequate breathing, if your lungs are not expanding or collapsing correctly, then the air also will not be able to get in and out. And this would lead to death within seconds. Airway and breathing is the first priority because without an airway or with breathing, nothing is getting oxygen, not the heart, not anything, and you will die the fastest. The heart has 4 chambers, the atria, 2 and 2 ventricles. The right side of the heart is going to receive the unoxygenated blood from your systemic circulation through the superior vena cava. It's going to dump into the right atrium, and then it'll fill the right ventricle, where it will be ejected through the pulmonary artery into your lungs, where it goes to the alveoli, and the gas exchange occurs. The oxygen will move from the alveoli into your blood, and the carbon dioxide will move from the alveoli, from the blood into the alveoli, so it can be exhaled. Once the blood is oxygenated, it moves from the pulmonary veins into the left atrium, and then it will dump into the left ventricle, where it's ejected into the aorta to supply the rest of your body with oxygenated blood. Applying this to your airway, breathing, circulation, this is the circulation part. If the right side of your heart were to fail, the blood would back up into the rest of your circulation, and it would not be able to get to the left side of the heart eventually, and that's why you wouldn't get adequate gas exchange. If you had left-sided heart failure, the blood's going to back up into your lungs, and you'll get pulmonary congestion. Once again, you also would not have any gas exchange. Death can occur from either of these things if, it's a big enough failure on either side. In conclusion, I think that an understanding of both of these organ systems in the body is very important so that you can understand how they both work and how they work in synchrony and how you need both of them. Also, in order for you to make healthy lifestyle accommodations and have a nutritious life in order to make sure that both organs are functioning adequately.